going live on YouTube now.
You're watching the Underwood Podcast. You're watching the New One Live. You're watching the Underwood Podcast. You're watching the New One Live. You're watching the Underwood Podcast. You're watching the New One Live. You're watching the Underwood Podcast. You're watching the New One Live.
Hey guys, welcome to Tundra Tactical. I'm a fucking retard, and with us from the New Watch Podcast, Mr. Tony York.
Good morning, people.
Did I sound
Tell
like
you, you're still fucking pissed.
yeah.
I didn't put the 10 millimeter thing, ain't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. I definitely don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, he says that on every fucking one of them he does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I guess he's not that bad of a guy. I
Yeah.
was learning his impression so I can go on a smear campaign about him.
It's all a freaking running joke. You know, people who watch him will suggest their calibers and guns and shit to have him just fucking eviscerate him on them.
I was gonna go on an audio smear campaign as Tundra Tactical. Hi, I'm Tundra Tactical, and I hate black people. Faggots.
Don't we all?
No. Hold on before I start agreeing to shit blindly. What's up, everybody? Morning, Scotty. Morning, fucking Oz. What's going on?
Let me tell you what. I am not prejudiced or racist in that manner. I hate all color. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, people are stupid. We'll get into that in a minute here. People are fucking stupid, but I guess speaking about stupid people, I just found out yesterday that you could eat the bottom part of the muffin where the paper is at.
Yeah.
You just fucking peel the paper off like a cupcake.
That is the way it works.
Hey, we never stop learning, Tony. We never stop learning. But yeah, fucking people are stupid, man. I'm assuming that I got 25 views on that video, so I'm assuming everybody that watches the New Watch seen that fucking video about this fucking moron that used the English language incorrectly at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking idiots. But he was actually a pro 2A guy though, but we couldn't be friends.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here right now feeling much sympathy for your old lady.
Why is that? Cupcakes? All the cupcakes I've wasted and fucking muffins?
Yeah, you could say that.
I don't know.
Hey, what the hell's this big red wine? Son of a bitch, New Watch podcast has started.
Well, at least you got a notification, buddy.
I haven't been getting notifications.
Maybe they
Like,
decided it was your day today, I guess. I don't know.
I don't ever miss one of these fucking things.
I have my phone sit right in front of me every single day to see what the fuck, because I don't know who, I think it was Gunmetal guy brought it to my attention. Somebody brought it to my attention that YouTube sucks dick and they never like notify people that are subscribed, so I'll have it on the New Watch, the one that you're subscribed to, you're the only subscriber. I have that on my other phone, like logged into that. So all my notifications should come to me. Nothing.
But you would think that, you know, people who watch them would get them, but usually I find that unless I log out of YouTube and log back into it, it doesn't show notifications. So what I've been doing is when we get ready to start, I just open up another YouTube window and close the current one out.
Well, it sounds like some fucking like bitch shit. Like I don't like. It sounds stupid to say shadow ban, but I do believe that we are, because I've even tried to like search videos and shit like that, and pretty sure that both of these channels are shadow banned. But I'm not starting a third. Excuse me.
don't care.
I just barely found out what shadow banned was last year.
They're banning you without telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube makes it harder for people to find your videos, and they don't fucking abide by the notification shit. And
General humans would call that being snubbed, but that don't sound as cool.
yeah, no, shadow banned. I was shadow banned on the internet today.
The YouTubes hates us.
Sorry, guys, no podcast. But yeah, I don't know. Fucking people are. I don't. It's becoming more and more of a waste of time. Like, what the fuck is talking to people gonna do? They suck. Even the ones that are on your side suck. I mean, I still am of the firm belief, though, that we could all hate each other and still come together when we need to. But fuck,
Uh,
other than that, get the fuck from away from me.
I just try to put humorous information out there and maybe get laid in the process at some point.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
for none of
yeah.
you guys, mind you. I don't swing that way.
No, yeah. We're not trying to have any fucking.
I would, I would be what you would call a hemophobe.
Yeah.
Hemophobic. Is that it?
And I think if I was the fucker guy, it definitely wouldn't be a gun guy. Like, I don't know. I've met a lot of them. I don't think I would.
They do seem to be hard to have a regular conversation with other than gun stuff.
Yeah, that's it. We'd run out of things to talk about, and then we'd hate each other.
Hell, then it'd be like a real fucking couple.
Yeah, right. At that point, you might as well just be fucking a regular bitch. Yeah.
Are you hungover? This has went bad already.
Yeah. Actually, fucking, I haven't. I don't know if you guys remember the whole me getting drunk every night arc and then me stopping. But I got drunk as shit last night, dude. We had Modelo's. I started drinking my Hennessy again. Fucking, oh my god, it was a hell of a fucking.
I don't know why you'd want to do that to yourself.
It was fun at the time, that's why. The day after it's getting harder and harder to deal with. But like I was
Oh, and
telling
that
you, I was telling Tony off air, me and my wife were talking, and she was like, "Oh, you're getting old," and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm 30 fucking 5. I'm not getting old. It's because I still got too much fat around my
what
fucking waist."
what did you think 35 was when you were 20?
Middle aged, old.
Fucking old.
Yeah, it was still old. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to cover it up. Middle aged. I was an astute 20-year-old, but yeah, fucking people suck. So
Hell, I was
keep
20 and I
on it.
had a kid already and a wife.
I didn't have a wife yet, but I was working on my second kid. No, my third kid came when I was 21, so yeah. Yep. I was working on a third kid, but I digress.
There's all kinds of bad shit I could say there, but I'm not going.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm not prepared. there's no, there's nothing witty to be said from me right now. Um, National gun surrender. What's this? Oh yeah, what did you want to say about the Kentucky Derby? I didn't watch it. I don't even fucking.
Uh,
Last person that I in my life ever talked about it was my grandfather when I was like 9.
the Derby ran yesterday, and a horse that was the highest odds, I think, like 80 to 1,
Hmm.
come from almost last. It was way back in the fucking back and won the goddamn thing. And I mean, you watch the aerial shots, and this fucking horse is clearly way faster than the other.
Mm, not a horse guy.
I'm not either, but I kind of have uh, kept up with the Triple Crown throughout most of my life. I usually always watch the Derby because it's a big thing on TV, and it's something else.
Do you ride?
No, I haven't rode a horse since I was a kid.
I've
I
ridden. What do you consider a kid? An actual kid?
got a pony when I was about 12 or 13.
Okay. I was gonna say I would consider 20 at this point a kid. So
And
I was
this
riding
pony,
when I was like 20. That was the last time I rode.
this pony was clearly me and horse version because he definitely preferred girls riding.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've always thought it was a rumor. I've never had it tested or anything like that, but I always heard that fucking that horses prefer. Maybe it's because you know what? I wouldn't want to have a pair of nuts resting on my fucking back either. So maybe the horses just don't like that.
Well, my folks got me. He was about 3 years old when we got him. He was a stud, and they had him cut. Well, he never got over that shit.
Yeah, maybe he was just mad at your nuts. Like, oh, this motherfucker, this motherfucker still got his nuts. Piece of shit.
Anyway, this cocksucker figured out to take me out into a neighbor's pond and just stop right there. And you just stand there until I got off to drag him out. But he let that little redheaded girl get on him, and he'd go wherever the hell she wanted to go. Not give her a minute's trouble ever. I'm like, you motherfucker, you're going to turn into a goddamn steak. And he'd try to bite, guys. And I never tried to bite me. Or if he did, I didn't see it. But I know the neighbor guy and my stepdad both. He tried to bite them.
Every time you walked away, he's chomping at the back of your head.
Well, you try to saddle him. When you'd go to cinch the strap, he would spin around there and try to catch your fucking arm.
Oh no shit. Not today, motherfucker. I'm not riding today, motherfucker. He knew
Uh,
that strap meant he had to go do some work.
I don't know. That kind of soured me on the whole horse thing. But I worked around horses for my employer for most of my life, and I got past that. I mean, the big bastards are cool. I love draft horses.
Oh,
I like race horse or quarter horses too, not race horses. Uh, Quarter horses are pretty good, but they'll tend to fight and shit. Not trying to hurt people, but they're a little bit more spirited amongst the other horses. Where the big ones are like, fuck that shit. That takes more energy than I want to expend.
that's one thing I don't ever hear preppers talking about is fucking corralling horses and getting them ready for when fucking Russia EMPs us.
Well, the old lady and I are discussing getting horses.
Solar flares. Well, the solar flare, if the horse is close enough, it would kill it, wouldn't it?
No.
No. I
Yes,
don't know.
no.
Whenever I hear a
Horse ain't
solar
fucking
flare,
electronic.
I hear a fucking solar flare, I feel like, I don't know, it's just a ball of fire. I don't know.
Uh,
Whoever's in the vicinity is going to die too.
Actually, it's a ball of radiation,
And you
as
got to,
far as I
hey,
know.
so I got a serious question that's going to sound like a bullshit question, but what about your pacemaker? If you were outside and somebody fucking triggered an EMP or something like that, would that stop your heart?
No,
No?
my pacemaker is not keeping my heart going. My pacemaker is stopping it, skipping heart. What
Okay.
my heart does is, it, most people's heart, you hear bump, bump, two beats.
Yeah, right.
Mine, about every fourth one, it only does one. You get bump, 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 and it hurts. I mean, you can feel it because it's expanding, pushing more blood into the chamber that's already full. And this pacemaker stops it. It makes both chambers fire at the same time.
Oh, I understand. But would it go kaput if a fucking EMP hit it?
No, I'd go. The pacemaker probably would, but it wouldn't kill me.
You'd be
It
all
would
right
just
still.
make me go back to having to deal with that fucking skipped heartbeat shit again,
Which would
which
suck.
still happens once in a while. I mean, I still get it with the pacemaker. Probably once every couple of months, I'll feel one because the way I get it, the pacemaker reads the original beat, and then to get the second one to fire, it triggers off the first one and fires two chambers at once.
Jesus Christ, it sounds like a whole mechanism.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It, uh, when I went to my uncle's funeral, I had bunches of people tell me I looked considerably better than I did a couple of years ago. That's due to that pacemaker working. So, will my demise be quick after the pacemaker quits? Don't know.
Yeah. Well, I just was wondering about what an EMP would do to a pacemaker.
And make it stop. It should. But there again, my cabin, if I'm in that, it's all metal skin, so that's a Faraday cage.
You gotta line it with lead.
No, I don't. It's made out of steel.
I would do lead just for double EMP protection.
Lead's for bullets. And fucking really heavy.
I hope you two mutters had a good Mother's Day. My Mother's night was fucking fantastic. Oh my god.
My mom's dead.
I'm still part drunk. Yeah, but you could celebrate your wife or whatever the fuck.
She ain't my fucking mother.
Nah, but she is a mother, though, you motherfucker.
She's got kids for that shit. She
I
did her
was,
part right. The kids will celebrate with her. Or at
I
least
was,
say Happy Mother's Day or something.
Oz never got a notification neither. See, I told you. And then fucking, did you listen to last week's episode or fucking whatever's episode, Friday's episode?
What?
They cut off the whole beginning. Remember when I said, "Hey everybody, welcome, good morning everybody, welcome to Rick's Life as I see it." They cut everything off. They cut
You
off
know,
the whole
now that you
fucking
mention it,
first minute and a half of our intro.
I knew it cut, but I'd forgot about that whole Rick's Life part of it.
This is the second time it did it. Well, the major part of that was the fucking titties that I figured, but then they let us show the titties at the end. So what the fuck are they doing? I don't know what the fuck is going on with YouTube, man. I record all these things, so I was thinking about just taking everything down and throwing all the recordings up, but then there'd be like no views on none of our videos. Like, oh yeah, I already seen that one. Fucking.
These
Maybe,
bastards are just reposting shit.
yeah, maybe on the other channel, but the thing is though is that most people that watch videos on the other channel are over here already. But there are some that ain't. So I don't know. I was thinking about doing something with these instead of keeping them on my computer because I want to get rid of them.
I've tried to lead some people this way from some of the other podcasts that I listen to, but a lot of these people, I don't want to know that I am how I am.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. I could see that. I don't give a fuck because, I mean, I'm like this to strangers. I'm like this to people that I know. I'm like this to fucking everybody.
Yeah, me too.
And speaking of Mother's Day, too, this fucking piece of shit dog, I'm a better mother than she is to these puppies. That's for goddamn sure.
From early on, when we had our first kid, I did a lot for Mother's Day for her in the name of the kid, but I've always said she's not my mother.
Yeah. You're a
You
big
know,
old meanie then because she's still a
I didn't even
mother.
say Happy Mother's Day to her. Probably ought to do that. Say sorry, I forgot or some shit like that.
Jimmy, just tell her Jimmy told me it was Mother's Day yesterday. I had no idea. And then say you bring up the whole your mother's dead thing, and then that'll fucking make her feel bad. And you might even get some pussy out of it.
Her mom's dead too.
Oh, she won't feel that bad.
1 month after we got married, her mom died. So I got all that time in life with no mother-in-law. But my father-in-law more than fucking made up for it.
Yeah, see, I don't know, man. There's nothing like having a fucking mother-in-law around. That's for sure.
Oh, it would have been good because she fucking hated me.
Hang on, I'm changing bedding right now. Get off the blanket, you fucking dipshit.
She swore from day one that I would never stick around, and I'm the only fucking one of them that did. Like, don't let the long hair fool you. I'm pretty fucking loyal.
Alright.
Her dad even said that. He said, Helen was her mom's name,
Yeah.
and she thought you would just disappear as soon as you found out that she was knocked up that first time. You're the only fucking one that stayed. Yep.
Yeah.
Eh,
This
even
is
as a kid, I knew my place.
this is such a pain in the ass. Does anybody want to come and pick up a few dogs? Like
No.
Whoa. That was a real no right there.
I seen my son-in-law posting free Catahoula to a good home yesterday on Facebook.
Oh, I'm still not giving these motherfuckers away. He's crazy, tell him. Jimmy certified fucking nut. He's a nut.
Well,
Especially them dogs. Them are fucking expensive dogs.
but they're not papered and
Don't matter.
they're too old.
My dogs ain't papered neither. And how old are they?
This one that he's giving away, I'm sure, is one that's a year and a half old, the big male that I had here.
Huh?
And he's aggressive towards other dogs.
I'll bring that motherfucker over here. I'll fix him.
Probably.
I'll fix him. Put him in a box. Put him on a plane. How much would all that cost? I'll pay for it.
He probably weighs 120 pounds or so ain't gonna be cheap.
Yeah. More than a
The
grand, you think?
aggressiveness, I don't know.
Mm.
The aggressiveness is why I had to get rid of him because I just couldn't deal with that.
I've been working with pit bulls for a long, long fucking time. Since before even Arizona. Woo, that was fucking exhausting.
It's a real prominent breed standard that they're that way. I mean, that's one of the things listed when you're checking on to become a Catahoula owner that
That's
they
aggressive
are
with other
very,
dogs.
very wary and they sometimes are aggressive with strange people and other dogs. Now, I haven't seen too many of them that were super aggressive towards people except for running them.
Yeah.
Typical fucking dog if you run it, a chase.
Yeah.
And
That's
these
like
guys
regular
being
shit.
herding dogs, they tend to want to try to herd you. So if there's more than one person, they'll try to work uh, them all into the same place. Kind of funny as hell to watch. My two did it naturally with the kids. But, the kids would go play with them and wrestle around with them and just torment the shit out of the dogs. The dogs never offer to fight them.
Yeah.
My male here, the little one that I got now, he'll grab a hold of my hand with his mouth and walk with me.
That's see. That's how mine used to do too. My wife used to be afraid of that shit, but she would like fucking the girl dog would. She just grabs people's hands with her mouth when she wants to play and shit like that, or she wants attention. But
I
she doesn't
taught
like
this
bite down.
I taught this bitch here how to grip softly. Uh,
Yeah.
Started
That's
that when she was little because she would bite, and she's not trying to be mean or anything, but she had razor fucking sharp teeth.
yeah. Oh yeah, especially when they're younger. But that's when you got to start that training. That's like a year and a half. It could still be done, I'm sure, but all the dogs that I've ever fucking like trained for myself or for somebody else that I was selling them to or something like that, they they were always babies. Like that, and that was easy to do. It's easy to train these dogs too, but that's what I was thinking. I think that pit bulls are stupider than. I'm sure that I know they're stupider than German shepherds. I'm sure they're stupider than Catahoulas.
Catahoulas are supposed to be very fucking smart, and from what I've seen, I can't deny that.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure they're stupider than them too.
They're very fucking annoying sometimes.
I had
Although
a
I can, this is how smart they are. They can tell when their fucking battery goes dead in their bark collar. They will not fucking bark until that battery goes dead. Then they know.
it's time to shine.
And then take collars off, charge them, put them back on. They won't bark anymore. They fucking know it. But I've also taken the collar off and just put it back on, checking it, and they shut up then too.
Why is Night
Hey,
Strike
Night
in the
Strike.
fucking chat and not in the fucking chat?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Shaw gave you access, Night Strike. Oh, he's
I
not on
don't fucking
Discord
want to hear
either.
him.
He's not on Discord either.
I don't want to fucking hear him. I'm not going to use practice reading. Just kidding,
Fucking
Night Strike.
that no popped my eardrum. Yeah, that was an aggressive ass fucking no.
Uh, I'm flipping back and forth about getting rid of this fucking mail that I got.
Why? I thought they were a team.
They're a pair.
A team, a pair, same shit. Package deal.
Uh, I can cut down 60% of my dog food cost if I get rid of this fucker.
Oh, that's a big jump right there.
Ain't
That's a big jump.
ain't
Bye.
doing nothing that the female can't do on her own. Lay around all day and wait to be fed.
Yeah. Bye, Fluffy. It was nice not knowing you.
And I don't think I will. I just toy with the idea. Usually about the time I got to get on and order dog food.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah. Every time I hear one of these fucking motherfuckers whine, I say never again. But I'm gonna get cash in hand for all of them. So fucking then that's gonna make me do it again.
I
Love, money, it's the same thing, right?
I uh, I really want to have two of them down there when we move, so they can work together like catahoulas are uh, prone to do.
Yeah.
But I figured that I ain't taking them down there on these 4-day weekends. I'll just speed the living shit out of them and have somebody check on them
Well, we used to
because
hunt fucking what?
I'm afraid that they'll get on a deer or something and run off.
We used to hunt coyotes. Well, I never actually did. I was too young, but I remember when they used to hunt coyotes in Illinois.
See, I had problems where I had Siberian Huskies and I
Who
had
the fuck let him in there? God damn it, we gotta get new law. Hey, Strike, how you doing?
Hi, old man. How you doing?
I ain't dead.
Well, that's something. That's something. What I can't tell you, but it's something.
So what about these Siberian Huskies here?
I had Siberian Huskies and I've had Labrador Retrievers and I want to get a German Shepherd because I like shepherds, and I had Siberian Huskies, and they would bark, and they would howl at coyotes because I had Huskies when I was younger. When we lived in Tucson and in Arizona, and they would talk back and forth with the coyotes. I don't know how. It's dog language. You figure it out.
Dog speak.
Siberian Huskies are not really what you would consider good for a warm climate.
Hey, they took it like a champ. I tell you. Plus, we always had pools, so they got wet a lot. Anyways, but the thing about Siberian Huskies is, we had Huskies, and every time a snake or lizard got into the yard, it immediately got flattened. Because that's what Huskies would do. They would flatten snakes, they would flatten lizards, anything that they couldn't flatten, they would bark at or chase after. So they'll go after squirrels, they'll go after mice, rodents, you know,
Children.
no, no.
Yeah.
The only thing they did was they literally ran me over and then just started, being a decent dog.
Mhm.
Hey, give me attention. Hey, give me attention. Hey, give me attention. That's all they did.
I had a
And
neighbor when
B,
I was a kid that had to put one down because it was biting his little sister all the time.
yeah,
He wouldn't stop attacking his little sister.
the,
my huskies were good, but I
Good.
had Labradors, and Labradors are different because Labradors always wanted to go and fetch something and bring it back to you and whatnot. And if my Labradors saw a rabbit or a squirrel, it didn't matter whether you shot it or not. It wanted to go and grab it and bring it to you, whether it was alive or not.
that's why they call them retrievers.
Mm-hmm. No, you're exactly
Tell
right.
you, the be all end all dog for me, and I don't have one because I'm getting too old and frail to put up with the amount of exercise the thing needs, is a border collie.
You heard it here first, folks. He admitted he's old and frail.
Yeah.
I've admitted that thousands of times.
Thousands of years ago.
Well, now we have it recorded. We're good now.
I probably said it on damn near every fucking early watch we ever did.
If he didn't, I sure as shit fucking mentioned it. I'm on a
But I'll
diet. I'm
bet
on a
you I've
muffin
got.
diet right now. Nice strike. Sorry.
I bet you I've got laid more recently than you have. So
Fuck you.
take it as how you want to.
Oh, it was Mother's Day last night. I got some puss. That's for sure.
Yeah, but are you sure it was your old lady?
I don't know. I can't remember that
Was
much.
That's why you
the
don't
dog being especially fond of you today?
He was. That's funny. Is the other day too that you bring that up. This was on fucking Saturday. Somebody's walking their dog and it had a folded fucking asshole. Like it looked like their asshole was like a fucking mouth, like a hand mouth. And I was like, I bet you that guy fucks his dog.
Wow.
Right in
That
the
went
ass.
dark quick.
Oh, we started Dark Next right today.
You always start dark.
I'm eating on the podcast. You know it's a bad show.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out that muffin thing.
I figured it out. I had to, man. I'm on a fucking diet.
I tried to comment and hang out on the chat, and there's like Jimmy's like, Night Strike, what the fuck you doing out on the chat? Get in here.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in like a week, man. You commented on one of the videos. I missed you.
Yeah, I commented on one of your videos because that's how it always used to go with us. You would be on a rant, and I would interrupt you and say something completely off the wall, and I would ruin your train of thought. And that's how it used to go.
Oh, I miss you so hard.
Yeah, I miss you too, but not that
You
hard.
guys want a fucking room?
We got one right here.
We have one right here.
Um,
But yeah, I listened to that video of yours, man. I know you did. You just walked up and got away. But when you talk to the people like that, you really need to just stop talking to them when they say something stupid like that, and just ignore anything else they say before. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in that conversation for much longer than you want to be.
yeah, that's exactly.
I evidently haven't watched this video yet, so
Hey, you did.
He
It
talked
was the
to
guy that said
somebody
intensive
extremely
purposes.
stupid.
It was
And I
the guy
made
that
a
said intensive purposes. Tony, you watch
Okay.
that fucking thing. Come here.
I thought I did.
Come in.
So.
Anything else, Tony? Oh yeah, you guys been following the Amber Heard thing? They took a break.
No.
No.
No,
No.
other than it's not going well for her. That's what I hear.
Yeah. Well, this is important for fucking men's rights right here. Because any fucking, it's been a long running thing. I mean, if we were talking about it, people were talking about it when I was a kid, like women just calling the police and saying that they were raped. They're calling the police and saying that,
lying about their spouse just to get their way. Yeah.
Yes, it's been going on for centuries, I'm sure. But I'm hoping this changes it.
I've always been
it's not
on
going to
the.
change it because unless you're rich, you can't afford a decent lawyer to argue this.
I've always been on the side of it's cheaper to kill her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sulfuric acid is one of the
I'm-
few things that have stayed the same price-wise over this pandemic.
You don't want to be mean about it.
No,
Besides, I got all this fucking ammo.
no, you kill her free. That's what you put the body into. You got to put her in the acid so you don't get caught.
I know nothing about
Oh,
this.
hell, I never thought about the after part of it.
I know nothing about this. Staying ignorant.
Shows you how much I've thought about actually doing it because I never really thought of a way out.
Yeah, you want to do 10 pieces. The legs get into 2 pieces, the arms get into
Wait.
2 pieces, then the head and the torso.
Did you say pizza?
Pieces.
No. I think I heard
Segments.
Yeah,
Hey, does this mic sound better? This is a different mic.
it does
It
sound
sounds
better.
alright.
Yeah, I still hear whatever the fuck heater that is right behind you or whatever the fuck, but it's not as
Well-
audible.
Well, you're gonna hear it anyways. He's in his garage.
Oh, that's the tinfoil blocking all the aliens from him.
Mm-hmm. And the canned beans.
The only thing
And
that's
the
running in here is a laptop, 2 TVs, and a fan.
Let me talk about this real quick so we can get into gun news.
No.
Uh-oh.
So she's Night Strike's right. She's fucked and making it look worse and worse and worse. Bad actress, fucking acting on stand, all that other shit. Pretty much fucking. But the important part, yeah, that was my point. The important part is that hopefully this shit gets fucking nipped in the bud and we don't just start the whole cancel culture and believing the victims, quote, willy nilly and all that shit. You know what I mean? I hope that changes.
Well, you want him to come out and admit raping the wife is fine.
Yeah,
It ain't rape.
it's not. The spousal rape isn't a fucking thing, Tony. Doesn't exist. You
But
cannot
you want
rape.
them to come out with that.
Mm-mm. Oh, that no. I mean, if the outcome is that of this case, then that's fine. I'll be happy with that too. But I'm not going for that. What I'm going for, because it's already a thing that spousal rape doesn't exist. And she was trying to talk about sexual abuse too, and I just blew that off. I was like, even if he did that, spousal rape doesn't exist.
Huh.
Like who hasn't started fingering their wife in a rage while they're fucking
If,
yelling at her and throwing bottles and shit?
If there's any of the women that I invited to come on from the other podcast, please know that that's not me saying that shit.
No,
Even
just
if I
said-
think that way, I ain't gonna fucking say it.
Oh.
Not saying that I do, mind you.
Night Strike, Tony's lost again.
I'm not.
He's
I know
dazed
for a
looking
fact
too.
there ain't none of them in here now. They'd have hit the fucking road about the time you was talking about the dog's lip-like asshole.
It looked like an Asian pussy, like a sideways fucking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So anyway, in
I'm gonna
fucking
give Tony a heart attack.
in gun news today in the UK, there was or this is from the UK. I don't know. I gotta read it. So hold on. But National Gun Surrender launched. This surrender will be running from May 12th for 2 weeks. Gas operated. Blah 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 blah. New national gun surrender will allow people to anonymously hand in weapons and ammunition, including heirlooms, shotguns, and antique revolvers. Tony.
Well, hell, we'll do that any fucking time they want to give them away.
Well, we just,
Yeah.
I know, but how do we do, look, so okay, fuck this article. How do we go about making our own fucking national gun refund thing?
I don't know.
I'll go
We
get a
gotta
whole
do it
bunch
without
of,
saying no fucking money.
Okay. What we do is we make it look like a gun buyback,
yeah.
but we really just get an FFL to just transfer them all.
Fuck the FFL. I don't want nobody to know I got him.
Well, then we have to do it in a state where private sales are okay.
Why they put fucking doors on buildings so people outside can't see what you're doing in them?
Yeah. But that's why we have it in an arena or something like that, or a fucking gymnasium or a Y.
We could probably do it in the blow up. What the fuck do you call it? God?
Bouncy house?
No, it's a fucking blow up fucking sporting dome thing we got here in Pekin. Can't remember what the fuck they call it now. It's changed names a few times, but we can do it there.
Huh, all right, sounds good. All of us need. I'm sure that all three of us, as adult males, can come up with $1,000 and get some
Yep.
fucking get 10 $100 gift cards. So that's 10 guns for us a piece.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. No, no, no. We don't even have to buy those. We just go shoplift the cards. They'll
Oh
only
yeah,
find out
and
there's
then
a problem when they go to try to cash one in. There's nothing there.
yeah, don't activate it until you leave.
Don't
Well,
activate it at all. Hand it to them unactivated. Then they'll get picked up for stealing it.
no, that's what you tell them. Don't activate it until you fucking leave.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Get home and activate it safely. We don't condone texting and driving or whatever the fuck. I was saying doing it the right way and just buying fucking. We could all leave with 10 guns for $1,000. That's like the
Well,
price of one fucking gun nowadays. The Glock is like $1,000 now, ain't it? Something like that.
as you mentioned this, we just happen to have a buyback in Peoria.
Oh no shit, huh?
Yeah.
And you
Uh,
weren't sitting on the sidelines with your lawn chair and your fucking
no,
fold-out table.
I I didn't realize that it was going on right now until they talked about this morning on the news. Because I was thinking it was going to be a month away.
Oh, as soon as I hear them doing a buyback here in this shithole, sponsored by fucking Catherine Mastez bullshit bitch, I'm there.
Well, they got nearly 50 guns turned in. And what I seen was the finest collection of those Jimenez and those fucking ROM type revolvers,
Oh yeah,
and some of them like what the hell were them stars or fuck were them goddamn
Star,
Spanish revolvers that were garbage.
Star.
The whole table was full of that shit, and there's some single shot shotguns.
Hmm.
I'm like, every one of these motherfuckers seen you assholes coming.
Oh Jesus Christ! Do you know what they're getting for them guns?
I think they were offering $100 gift card.
Oh shit! For one per gun?
I assume so. Yes.
Fuck me. Hey, whoever turned in all that bullshit won.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
They won because they couldn't take those to like the best fucking percentaged gun shop buyback place. They could have not, like buy
Uh,
sell trade place. They couldn't get that deal anywhere.
They might be able to break even on the shotguns with the way things are today, but they're really not worth that.
No, nothing that they just sold is worth $100
No,
anymore. Once you buy it for $100, it's not worth $100 anymore. Especially when you're talking about guns here.
shouldn't say that shit on recorded media. My old lady may run across this someday.
Yeah.
All the shit I've been telling her about what I got here as an investment.
Yeah, it'll be worth something someday. Them days are
I'll,
over fucking with.
I'll have to explain some shit.
Yeah, them days are fucking over with now.
No, hun,
Actually,
when he said that guns were 3 times as high as they were when I bought mine.
Well, you're talking about antiques, and that's different. If you have
No, I
like a,
ain't.
oh well, then never mind.
actually, Jimmy, it's funny you should mention that. You know that Century C308. You know the set me I bought a
Oh
few
yeah,
years ago.
yeah,
I bought that for $500. You know what those are going for right now?
about 15.
Between $700 and $1,500.
I seen one for like 1300, something like that. It was 13 and some change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are fucking
So
stupid.
so I'm considering selling it because I've got the parts to build another one. I've got receiver and all.
Why
Or
don't you
just
build it and sell it?
No, I'm gonna sell the one that has the serial number and build the one that doesn't.
who ghost set me?
A ghost set me, yeah.
Oh shit, we're
Hey,
getting
Sean.
spooky in the early ones
I
today.
know, right?
Many
Oh,
such.
it gets even better.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm getting in the mail today?
What?
I'm getting a 3D printer.
Oh shit. We're gonna start producing fucking early watch
Lowers
lower,
are us.
yeah, lower receivers, baby.
Hey, hey, I've already got an LLC. All I got to do is, just apply for the FFL from, the ATF and, Night Strike Gunworks.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're doing it legitimately.
Well, excuse me, not Night Strike. It's Strike Gunworks with a Y. So
Strike with a Y. All right, I got it. I
Strike with a
got you.
Y.
I see it.
Strike Gunworks.
Good. How much of investment am I gonna need for a fucking to start making some early watch lowers?
We'll talk about it off there.
Because
If Tony wants.
I'll tell you what. Because if we can't get famous off of this goddamn fucking shitty podcast, then we'll get famous off of some goddamn shitty lowers.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck.
Or at the very least, we make some limited edition lowers that at some point some people may want.
I promised my mother I was gonna be famous when I was young, so I gotta keep that promise.
Full disclosure here, I got no part of this lowers shit.
Oh, Tony's face is gonna be on there. His fucking avatar or whatever. It's gonna be
No,
on
we'll just
there.
put a cane on it for him.
My avatar's a Ruger shooting a big ball of fire.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be what it is.
Yeah.
With your name and address printed right underneath it.
Nope, not Strike Industries, John. Strike Gunworks. I've already got it registered. I just don't have an FFL right now, so I can't do
None of
anything with
you,
the
none of you fuckers know my address.
I'll make one up. I don't give a fuck.
Pretty sure I know your address. Oh wait, no, you moved.
Middle of Missouri.
No, I haven't moved yet. Still,
All right, hold on a second. What is this here? Many such guns are held. Oh, and gas-firing blank pistols were also bought. Many such guns are held in innocence and ignorance that having them is against the law. According to the National Police Chiefs Council, the National Ballistics Intelligence Service, weapons handed in during past surrenders included old wartime service revolvers, war trophies, including grenades and gas-operated blank firing pistols and stun guns, bought during
2
trips
World
to Europe.
Wars.
Yeah. Are they melted? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if anybody that's getting these guns actually like respects them or appreciates them. I think that they're just melting them.
I'm a
Listen,
little
if
curious.
anybody turns in an old or a very rough 1911, we can refinish one of those and reuse those because those you keep.
Yeah.
I'm a little curious if they've ever actually done a correlation with what guns they're receiving have actually been used to commit crimes recently.
Probably none of them.
I don't know. That's what. Well, they're getting to something about this. Is saying, however.
Because
Go ahead.
we know that criminals pay more than what the gun buybacks are going to pay for guns. Period. We know this. We know they also go steal them. It's not a secret. And the fact is, criminals aren't going to go and sell a gun just for $100 just because the government asks them to.
Well, now if it was them high
When
points,
have
if
they
they're
ever
paying
followed
100,
the law?
if they're paying $100 for a high point or $100 for a
They're getting ripped
fucking,
off. Yeah.
no, they're gonna take that shit to a buyback. I know I fucking would.
No, that's only if it's not hot.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true. No one's gonna take a fucking gun with bodies on it or something like that to it. Yeah, that
right.
would be
And
retarded.
that's my point. They're going to keep that and they're going to continue to use that because criminals doing criminals thing.
Yeah,
There's
that's
supposed to be no questions asked.
yeah,
But
but that's
say
funny
they
you bring
say
that up
but
though.
They say that, but if you don't think those law enforcement agencies don't check those guns after they get them, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, and it's just like saying too, fucking like the ATF doesn't log 4473s.
I've never said that.
No, I didn't say you said that. I'm saying that's like saying that.
Well, remember what the Russians in Red Dawn said: get all the 4473s.
Yeah.
They don't have to go through the paperwork. The ATF's already got it in a fucking spreadsheet on a computer somewhere.
Well, that was in Red Dawn, okay?
Yeah, they didn't want to give away too many of the U.S.
Well,
secrets at that time.
there wasn't a hell of a lot of computers and spreadsheets back in '83.
No, there wasn't. Sadly.
I mean, the government probably still had plenty, but nobody knew about them, so it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah, we're all on a database.
Several. We here on the Early Watch are on probably more than we can count.
I mean, if YouTube's already fucking ghost banned us. They're not ghost, what the shadow banned us, then we're
Oh,
fucked.
I know I've been on lists forever, but
I
that's
kind of,
besides the point.
I don't know, maybe I ought to start using the ghost band thing. Get out in front of that terminology.
Yeah, we've been
Right?
ghost bands. This band doesn't have any type of serial number on it. No
Yeah,
copyright
right.
number. However innocently held, such weaponry can be acquired by crooks through robberies or distributed to criminal networks in other ways. The surrender, the first since 2019, gives the opportunity to dispose of a firearm, gun components, or ammunition by simply taking it to a local designated police station and handing it in. The campaign will see nominated police stations flagged as locations for people to take guns. That's how it. I told you the story about when my grandfather died, right? My
Yeah.
grandmother fucking with her thumb and her index finger fucking carried the gun to the trunk and threw it in there and brought it to the police station. Like I thought people could always do that.
How long did you refer to her as a bad word after that happened?
Oh, I was mad. I was mad. I didn't see what they did with his little 22 either. I think my uncle took that one, but I don't know. But I was fucking mad. I was mad
I would have been too.
because I knew where he
We'd
was.
be,
I knew where he hid it at. So I was banking on nobody finding that, and then that was gonna be my first gun.
evidently, Grandma knew where it was at too.
Yeah, yeah. She didn't find the socks that were rolled up that had the ammunition in it. I still had the bullets, but yeah. 38 special, baby. Hey, get
As
in
I
the
say,
house.
even if it was a fucking Ivor Johnson or something, one of them cheap ass fucking top rate guns, still.
It's still a fucking gun is a gun.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, gun is a
gun.
gun. Yep.
A gun is a gun. They all do the same fucking job. They just do it differently. And some do it well and
It's
some don't.
a little hard to see the brand name when you're looking down the fucking barrel.
Yeah.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
no shit. You could be pointing a fucking one of your Jimenez's at me or a fucking a Rom, my shitty Rom 38. They don't know. They
Is
That
that
just
one
is.
of
see.
the Spanish
You
guns?
are Mexican?
No, Rom is a German. What Rom was is a German company, and they
Oh,
were
I know
fucking
Rom
importing
was
it.
German, but Jimenez was definitely Mexican or
No, Jimenez is Jennings.
California.
Yeah, Jimenez is Jennings, like Jennings Brico.
Jennings and Brico. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they just changed their names after so many
Still,
lawsuits.
well, even if it's California, it still could be Mexican because sanctuaries and all
Well,
that.
Paul Jimenez is a Mexican man. Paul Jimenez.
Yep. Yep.
Apparently, they're making their shit in Vegas now too. I should go fucking try to see if I can get a whatever
I don't got to worry about it. They're not allowed for sale here.
a warehouse. Why? There's like super California compliant. Oh, because of the burning. Yeah, the
Yep.
melting temperature.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Evidently, you can either alter the serial number and make it a ghost gun with a soldering iron.
That okay. Well, you know what? That makes the melting point make sense now. That makes sense now. It's not murder if they can't find a body. That you're
Hmm.
goddamn right. That damn CSI show has made switching broads harder than not at all. Not if you do the 10-piece method.
No, no. Jimmy, don't give out secrets, otherwise you'll get in trouble.
Painter's plastic is your friend.
Oh yeah,
And it burns in acid too.
I'm going to suggest that you make sure that if you do this, you do it completely on your own. Don't involve the new bitch, because that will come back and bite you in the ass.
Oh yeah, don't
Yep.
ever have her help you. Trust no bitch. Trust no bitch. She'll tell. Um, yeah,
Jimmy knows. Jimmy knows.
yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware of the situation. But
Well,
yeah, so they're doing it. So this is a national thing, but there's not any actual um people behind it. I mean, the NPCC is fucking behind the lead for the criminal use of firearms. Said we're inviting people from May 12th for 2 weeks to contact local police. Blah blah blah. So, like I was saying earlier, I thought this was something that was just already done, that people could just bring random guns to police stations and turn them in and say "ha" or whatever.
I'm
No,
sure
I
it
mean,
is,
I
but
think even if you do that, you still have to like make an appointment or let them know you're bringing it in to them. Otherwise, they may you, you might get arrested.
Well, nah, you
I
go up
don't
to
know.
the
I
front
think
desk and say, "I've got a fucking gun in my truck, and then they fucking send an officer out to go get it, probably.
the thing is the whole no questions asked part. I'm
Oh,
sure you walk in and turn in a gun at a police station just out of the blue. They're going to have a couple of questions.
where'd you find this? Where's this from? Yeah, I don't know. If
Oh
my
yeah.
grandfather killed anybody, it was probably in like the 40s or something like that.
Yeah,
They don't look back that far these
they
days.
probably ain't got through the ballistics yet.
Yeah. They didn't save any of those back then. They just take it out and throw it out. Throw it in the garbage, Johnny.
If it was something cool, somebody's got that in their collection at home.
Yeah, right. Look at how it deformed on his rib. I'm gonna take this home with me because it's cool. So yeah, I'm reading the article as I'm talking shit. I'm perusing it, and you're kind of right. The no questions asked part is what's lasting for 2 weeks, and then after that, all questions are back on.
Yeah,
So yeah, so they're
you
inviting
know, and
people.
here in Illinois, uh, if you take a gun in and turn it in without possessing the FOID card, you're committing a fucking felony.
You shouldn't even have possession of that gun.
That's right. You should call the cops to come into your house if that's where it's at. That's where you found it at, and get it.
Yeah, don't touch it. Once you cut, and I've learned this too. I'm not gonna talk about it, but Tony knows what I'm talking about, and I've learned this through fucking legal things, not of my own. But holding a gun, touching a gun, is you being in possession with it. I don't know how many minds I've just blown with that, but yeah,
The minute you have it in your hands,
you possess it. Period.
at that point, it's yours.
Yeah, whether you're looking at it, whether you picked it up to move it out of your way, whatever you did, you possessed it.
From a legal standpoint, I should say.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, what other aspect do you got to look at it from? All the other ones don't really matter.
Well, if I let you hold my gun and look at it, it ain't fucking yours while you got it.
Well, yeah, no shit.
That's the other standpoint right there.
I would treat it like it was mine.
Better not. Fucking treat you with its
Gotta
partner.
pick.
Remember, I've got like two of every fucking gun I own.
You gotta pick pubes out of the
You see,
cylinder.
you see, when I used Tony's guns, I treated like I borrowed something and I wasn't gonna get a scratch on it.
Oh no, when I
You
borrow
fucking
people's
hope
guns, I
not.
I twirl them
Well,
around. If they're light enough, I play hacky sack with them.
no, you don't. Don't lie.
You're
Yeah.
standing out in the middle of the fucking range. It's just grass. I mean, there's
Uh,
really nothing to scratch it on.
well, out here
Right,
it's
but
fucking little pebbles and rocks everywhere. So yeah.
it's the thing where you respect other people's property,
I would be
regardless of
pissed if it went barrel first into the ground or something. Yes.
yeah. So regardless of what it is, it doesn't matter if it's guns or another piece of equipment. You respect somebody else's property, and if you borrow it or if you use it momentarily, don't
Well,
you don't fuck it up. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's what
well,
I'm getting at.
let's be fair. I handed you guns that are somewhat known for recoil without even asking you if you've ever handled anything like that before.
And I still took it like a champ.
Well, I didn't have any heavy recoiling loads either because I wasn't going to do that to anybody.
But you would have told me beforehand if you were.
The point
Uh,
is that Tony trusts you.
Yeah, and I trust Tony.
Enough.
Like
Enough.
if I had brought guns, and I didn't then, but I might next time. But the point is, if I had brought guns, I'd let him handle any of the guns I had too. It's like I wasn't going to worry about it because Tony knows how to handle shit.
I think only two or three people was willing to handle my gun. And I think you're the only other one that shot that rifle.
Oh man, I love that rifle. That the what was it the what was it
That 95 Marlin 4570.
yeah the 4570 yeah. I was blanking on the caliber. It's like what caliber is it? It's the government caliber, but it's like 4570. It's just like all the numbers I get confused sometimes.
That's my air quotes here.
Yeah.
Buffalo gun. Although it was made long after Buffalo
It
was
was
gone.
It was fun to shoot, but it kicked like my 12 gauge.
You're a cool motherfucker for bringing your guns. I'll tell you what, a motherfucker be lucky to touch my carry gun. Like, I wouldn't bring anything. That's a cool guy right
Uh,
there.
that was planned from the start. I mean, we were planning to get together and go to the range.
Yeah, we were
This is
playing.
why I brought it.
Oh.
There was a guy there that had a 45 110 or 120.
Tony, I think we had a conversation of what, at least before we went, you and I went to Wanamaker. I think we had a conversation before. You asked what gun should he bring.
I don't
I think
know
we had
what
one of
I
those
conversated
conversations.
about yesterday.
Yeah, well, anyways, the
You know.
4570 was fun. What was it? You had another one. It was 44 Special, 44
44
Magnum.
Magnum, yeah.
Yeah, that
That's-
one was fun too.
Marlin 94. That's actually
I've
probably
actually
the
considered getting
funnest
one of
lever
those,
gun.
or getting like a 30-30 lever gun.
That 44 Magnum lever gun's probably the funnest of the lever guns that I got to shoot. It's not as long and heavy as that 4570 when it's loaded, and it doesn't kick nearly as much. It's a little better handling than that little Browning. Browning's like a kid's gun, small. You hold the Marlins, you know you got a fucking man's gun in your hand.
Right.
Oh shit, Heavy B's out there. What's up, Heavy B? Long time no Heavy
Hey.
C.
Yeah, I believe his quote is "pew pew buzz buzz motherfucker." I think that's that's his thing,
Yeah, I think you're right.
or buzz
Yeah.
buzz pew pew.
Connery says my Marlin hunts buffalo, his hunts dinosaurs. He's got that Jurassic Park version.
Yep.
I don't care for those so much because barrel's too damn short. 4570's back when barrel inches really mattered.
I was reading the comments. Sorry, fuck you guys.
Yeah, we hate you.
Usually it's fuck the comment.
Yeah.
I was getting into
Heavy
this
B's making you change.
No, I was getting into the. No, it was actually Oz and Gunmetal Guy because they were talking about making holsters. I can't wait to see how his fucking little cowboy rig comes out looking.
Did you see what he said the size of his waist was? It ain't gonna be a little cowboy rig.
Wow, harsh.
Half of his ammo storage is going on that motherfucker in the loop. That's all right.
Sorry,
man.
Mikey, I couldn't pass. You don't say shit like that on here and expect it to not be used later.
Yeah, and if Tony fucking says something, I'm gonna feed into it. If anybody says anything ignorant at all, I'm gonna feed into it for sure.
Hey, I resemble that.
Yeah, see.
You do. Yes, you do. You're right.
And I gotta make these guys fucking. Heavy B is old school. Night Strike is old school, and neither one of them are moderators on this channel.
No.
God damn it! I gotta change that. Remove comment.
Fuck, nobody moderates shit anyway.
Yeah, they tell us when the Mexican sex bots are in here, or the Russian cell bots are in here.
We don't want the bots gone. Hell, it's somebody to interact with.
I'll make them moderators if you want. I don't give a fuck. Test
No, I don't want that.
No, that might be too
They'll
aggressive.
ban us from our own fucking channel.
It's true, they will.
Hey, oh yeah, hey, Heavy B, ain't you in Vegas now? Or Nevada? Or nah, are you close? I don't
What
know.
part of Missouri for whom?
For me.
You know, Mikey said, what part of Missouri? I'm wondering who he's asking because I'm sure I told him I was going to be in Poplar Bluff area.
You've said that thousands of times already.
I know it. That's what I say. I'm sure it wasn't me. Somebody else aiming to sneak down there. I did see where they're saying that very shortly land prices are going to outpace the people's ability to buy them and do what we're doing. You're in central Missouri?
Oh, Heavy B is?
Yeah.
God damn, that's a big jump from the fucking desert to the fucking swamp.
It ain't a swamp.
What
It's a
is it?
lake, if nothing else.
Yeah, with dirty fucking moss in it and animals and snakes and shit. That's a swamp.
Actually, the middle Missouri's got some fucking gorgeous lakes.
But that ain't where you're at.
Yes, gunmetal guy. We know he moved to Missouri. He just said it like 15 times already.
Did he? I
That
thought he only said it once.
So he said at least 3 times.
I looked at ground in south central
3 or
Missouri,
4, but I
but
was beleaguering a point.
nothing appealed to me there. Everything I looked at had fucking it was part of HOAs and restrictions and shit. I didn't want no fucking none of that shit.
Yeah.
I bought land that had no restrictions, no HOA, none of that shit. I can fucking put an outhouse up if I want to. And I am considering it. Although I think if I did, I would rent one of them plastic ones and let them come clean it out once in a while instead of just shitting in a hole.
He's an hour
Hour
south
south
of
of
Jefferson. Yeah,
Jet
what is
City.
that? What is that? Let's make fun of Heavy.
I had
No, for real. Where's it at?
He
I
said
might
it's
go.
central. It's probably central.
Heavy, who you living with? Can I move?
No, no, he's
I-
already done that. Don't do it.
you
Don't do it.
move in with Dano.
Is that where you guys are?
I thought Dano was in Ohio or something.
No, he
No,
went to
Dano
Missouri.
went to Missouri.
Went to Missouri and cut all ties off to all his friends. All his internet friends, anyway. I don't know if he has real life friends.
That's because he broke the grease gun.
Yeah.
He couldn't deal with pressure. It's west of St. Louis.
It's the capital.
I actually looked at some property just outside of Willow Spring. But
Technically,
the property
technically,
was
I think it's north central.
property is that I was looking at was perfect, except for you had to walk 2 miles to get to it. There was no fucking road access, which meant no electric access or any fucking thing else access.
How's working out? How's work out there? Is it like easy to find, or do you know?
What the fuck do I care?
Heavy would know. Heavy, how's work out there? You want a roommate? I might leave my wife, so you know.
Oh, you're too big a fucking coward to move to Missouri, you pussy.
No, I'll
Yeah,
live. I'll deal with the tornadoes. How's the fucking the puss out there?
I doubt you'd leave your wife.
How's the puss out there? Is it toothless?
Well, it is Missouri.
Ooh.
They don't got any like hidden foxes, like a fucking
Well,
Jessica
if it's
Simpson's living
I'll
out there
tell you.
somewhere. or something.
Missouri, aren't they all related?
When I was a teenager going to school down there, I actually hung with a couple of fucking gorgeous girls. And there was a bunch of them, but then again, that was a long time ago. There's been lots of.
Inbreeding since then.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a better way to say it. And it just dawned on me, now that you just fucking said that, that's probably why I was so fucking popular amongst the girls down there, because I wasn't family.
You weren't their cousins.
Yep, there you go.
Hell yeah, we got us a city slicker and he's not related to us. You're gonna fuck him.
Can't believe I never thought of that before right now. I have to remember that one. No, there's fucking pretty much anywhere you go, man, there's gorgeous women. You may have to look a little bit to get past the ones that could eat corn to a picket fence, but they're there.
Yes, it is, Sean. Yes, it is.
Messed up, man.
Yep.
You gotta be on the lookout for that too. Drug whores out there. They probably got a lot of drug whores out there.
See, that is something that you do have to pay attention to in smaller town Missouri, because they have a real problem with that. We looked at that.
We all get along.
starting
The
to go.
hard language. That's sensitive. No,
Scott,
like Scott
you're-
said, fresh blood.
fresh
You're a
blood.
gun. You're a gun guy. Get some fucking earplugs.
Fresh blood that ain't my blood.
Hearing
If you're a gun
protection
guy,
is
wear
your
some
fucking
ears.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
shit.
actually probably 100 miles south-southeast of Heavy, and that is guessing where he's specifically at.
100 miles ain't that bad. Was that an hour?
Not in Missouri, it ain't a fucking hour.
There ain't no straight roads out there. Was it all hill and curves?
There's no straight
Yes,
roads in the South, Jimmy.
Hill and curves. That
Missouri
sounds
is the north,
horrible.
goddammit. Go back to your Civil War history. Missouri was north.
Eh,
That's why
Uh,
Jesse James is so fucking pissed off.
so if you go to Missouri and see some rebel flags, that's definitely because they're racist, then, right?
yeah.
That's you bet.
There's no question about that. They're Northerners. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Got
We're the one that thinks all of us ought to be able to own a beep.
it. Beep.
Like I said, I won't use the word except for in reference to conversationalism, not as it is used by others.
Yeah. We don't need examples.
Even if I'm
We get
making a plain fucking joke,
it.
Jimmy does it whenever. So
I would be the killer from Illinois.
The only
I ain't from Missouri.
Hold on. This needs attention. The only straight things in Missouri are people's family trees.
isn't that the same for Alabama too?
I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, honest to God, I've been all over this fucking country. And the only place that I've seen it where it's absolute fucking certainty is southeastern Kentucky. And I'm sure that that's, you start getting over into the Appalachians, you see a lot of that shit too. Or you did. I don't know about now.
That's where the stepkid is fucking moving with her wife husband to Kentucky to take care of horses. So guess what, Tony? Your
It
horses are
need
being
not be discussed.
yeah.
One,
Yeah, your horses are being taken care of by trannies. Ha!
I don't give a shit.
I'm just letting you know.
How close to Branson? Probably uh, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We're on the eastern side of the state, about 60 miles from the Mississippi River.
As someone who's lived in Kentucky, that may not go well.
Hello?
I lived in Kentucky. You got to live in Kentucky and you got to get to know people before you start seeing them single limb tree issues because they keep that shit hidden.
Mm.
But there's a lot of them southern girls that look really fucking good. And I don't give a shit they're a single fork family tree as long as they ain't mine.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that is a very good fucking point. Does Daisy Duke still a thing out there?
Daisy Duke's about 80. No.
No, not the actual bitch. I mean the shorts that show the bottom of the ass.
Yes, those are still a thing.
Oh, I might have to go.
I haven't seen Missouri in hot weather lately. Yeah, I'm right. I'm going to be 10 miles north of Poplar Bluff, basically. Right, it's smack dab in the confines of the Mark Twain National Forest over there in the southeast section. My property is in the boundaries of the forest, but there is a section there that's not forest property, all private property. We are surrounded by the forest. I'm 2 miles, I think, from forest, depending on which way I go. One of the reasons I selected the place was that I wanted something. I was looking at property all over the state that bordered with the Mark Twain Forest because I wanted to be able to go hunting in it without driving half a fucking day to get there, or 30 minutes, which is like here I got to drive 30 or 40 minutes to get somewhere to hunt. I don't want that. I don't say I'm going to walk because I'm not. But A 2-minute drive is a little different. What the hell you mean is off the chest? This is fucking.
Normal. I
Well, it
didn't know
may be.
April,
It's
May,
normal for a hungover chap.
April, May, June came from fucking Poplar Bluff. April, May, June, Bundy.
Don't know.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I can't tell you a single fucking person that's come from Poplar Bluff because I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Nobody. I'll
I
tell you
couldn't.
who.
I couldn't tell you who came from fucking where I grew up there in Perryville.
Nobody. Not a single fuck came from Poplar Bluff.
Now, uh, a few miles north of the little town I lived in down there, Brewer, is the town of St. John, and Bruce came from there.
Heavy still hasn't answered me if he needs a roommate yet. Say the word, Heavy. I'll drop this bitch like a
I'm
bad
sure
habit.
that the word is no.
Yeah, sure it is too.
I'll drop this bitch faster than the motherfuckers could drop a fucking coffee cup and shatter it everywhere into a million pieces
Just,
like a heart.
just bring her with you and drop her off. I'll take care of her for you.
Oh yeah, that'll be great too.
Been
Yeah.
doing it already anyway, so it don't matter.
That's fine. So instead of fucking, there are worse things than death. Instead of just leaving her, I could torture her. Here. And then I'll give you the key to the handcuffs, but you could never let her use it.
The Tony being off the rails is and the hopping around thing is not as random as you might think. It's just I'm picking on segments of the conversation that have went past as they come back to mind. That's the way the
Cookie Crumbles.
mind works.
You know, eyes on Arola.
You live in Rolla? About the worst fucking car accident I ever had in my life was in Rolla.
That's an actual fucking place.
Yeah, Rolla, Missouri.
Oh God. Never mind.
Kind of a middling-sized town.
Never mind. I feel like there's a bunch of people there that say intensive purposes.
If you've driven up fucking 44 coming to and from Illinois to wherever the fuck you end up at, you've been through Rolla because it's right on 44.
Well, Jimmy, for all intensive purposes.
There's a huge.
Let me turn my camera on so I can kill myself on air. Go ahead.
There's a huge ass sweeping curve in Rolla on the interstate, and I come up out of Oklahoma pulling two big trailers behind pickup truck, and they started to go out of control there. And I got semis fucking yanking off into the shoulders and getting out of the fucking way. Fortunately, I didn't hit nothing, so it's all right. But it scared the living fuck out of me.
Rolla.
Yeah, I've been in Rolla hundreds of times. I've stayed the night there once or twice to go exploring different little shit around there. We used to do that when we'd go get trailers.
What does Rolla mean? It's not Roya. It's not Rolla. There's there a meaning behind it?
Just fucking Rolla. I don't know.
So
they don't call it Rolla though. They call it Rolla.
Rolla.
Yeah, Rolla, Missouri.
Like Nala, the queen of the
Or
lions.
they did. I fucking yuppies may have fucked that all up too.
Have you guys been to fucking Rolla this weekend? Oh my god.
No, that's California. No, Missouri.
They're moving everywhere, Night Strike. They're moving everywhere. They're moving to North Carolina and South Carolina.
No, they're not.
They're gonna
you
call
can bet they're on a waiting list for the Outer Banks.
No Car and So Car.
Fuck, I'm on that list.
We're not that out of sync, GMGU.
You might be out of sync.
I'm out of sync with every fucking thing. I'm still half drunk from yesterday. So fuck. We're back to the original early watch days, baby.
If you're in the woods, you want to keep eye out for snakes because there's lots of fucking venomous snakes in that part of the country.
I heard that you can't suck venom out of a bite, that you actually have to make a wound first in order to fucking suck the venom out. Is that true?
That's the way they did in the old westerns. They'd cut a fucking X in it.
So you have to make a wound first?
I have never been bit or been with anybody that's bit, so I do not know. But they do offer in these snake bite kits a little device that provides suction.
Snake
Yeah.
juice?
Reminds
Suction.
me, you get out, take a leak, and get bit on your dick, you're just fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Done.
watching this fucking movie yesterday. It was stupid. I mean, if you enjoy stupid humor, it's for you. It was on Netflix, and it was called The Package, and the guy cut his dick off. And the whole movie was about his friends trying to bring his dick back to him in the hospital, and then they got the wrong hospital. Then they brought it to a hospital where like, is that the penis? And then they're like, yeah. And they gave it to the doctors, and they put the penis on the wrong guy. It was another guy that got his penis cut off by his like girlfriend or whatever. So
Oh
then
boy.
the girlfriend came in and cut the penis off again. And then they finally got
See,
the penis back in a cup of ice, and then they brought it to their friend, and they put the penis back on.
Oh my
they
God.
say that
Okay.
there's, I'm answering heavy here. They say there's
Go.
bears, cats, and uh, you know, elk down there too, but I've not ever seen any of those.
What are the ones that live in the waters and hook onto you? Isn't that the moccasin or something like that?
That cottonmouth, they say they do that,
Oh,
but I don't know. I've never seen it.
I mean, either.
Cottonmouth, water moccasin, same damn snake. They call them cottonmouth because when they open their mouth to bite you, it's fucking white as hell inside. And I've actually seen one of those live, but it wasn't in Missouri. It was in Illinois.
Hmm.
See, it seems wherever they stick cool fucking terrain and woods and stuff that's neat, they put these goddamn snakes that want to bite you and kill you.
Or they decide to make this land where the snake already lived at.
Could be.
Maybe we should just give all the snakes blankets with fucking smallpox on it and see if they just clear out then.
Well, you see videos here and there where say you shouldn't kill these snakes because they eat rats and shit. I don't fucking kill the rats too.
Yeah, and then if we try to like murder all the snakes too, then the ones that'll survive will just make casinos and fucking fuck us all out of our money.
Have you ever heard of Snake Road?
No, what is that? A
There
road of
is
snakes?
fucking there is a fucking road here in southern Illinois, and I believe it's southwest Illinois, that gets closed. It's in a state park, I guess. Mike should know about it. That is just fucking perpetually covered with fucking snakes. I mean, there's fucking snake like every 20 or 30 yards down the length of this fucking road. And it's all kinds of venomous snakes. Cottonmouths, copperheads, rattlesnakes.
Coyotes are bitches. You don't gotta worry about a coyote. They're fucking bitches. Like it takes 5 of them to take out a little poodle dog or something like that. Like you could just take one by the jowls and throw it into the other ones, and they'll probably run away.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
All right. I have to put out a disclaimer here. Please never, ever, ever accept animal control advice from Jimmy.
Mm.
You take them by their little back legs and you throw them out of your yard.
Remember, the expressed views and opinions of the early watch are the expressed
Ah.
views and opinions of Jimmy himself only,
He,
and do not
he,
reflect on Night Strike or Tony.
Yeah.
nothing reflects on me. Everybody already knows that shit.
Yeah, we
I
already
got to
know.
get with your old lady now because we can tell her, cut you up into a bunch of little pieces and say you went to take care of a coyote problem.
Oh boy.
Shawnee's just trying to fucking shout
Getting in
out his
deep tonight.
name. That's all it is. There's no
It
such
is
thing
in
as
the,
there's no such thing as a Shawnee fucking forest.
yes, there is.
No,
It's
the
in southern
fuck there.
Illinois.
All right.
Shawnee, as in Shawnee Engines.
Yeah. That
Oh,
was-
You ain't
not
ever heard about that?
not Shawnee Pinery.
Jimmy, you're from that area. What the hell?
I know.
No, he's from Chicago. That ain't even remotely close.
That's right, he's
Yeah,
from
I
South
never
Pack.
when I was in Illinois, I've never met a real live Indian in my whole entire life until I came to Arizona.
You've never met a Native American?
Until I came to into Arizona. into Zona until I came to Arizona. Then I met a
Probably,
bunch. I'm
well,
actually
because
friends with a couple of them still.
Yeah.
here in Illinois, most notably Chicago, they don't claim to be a Native American
Exist.
because there's no bonus.
Yeah, there ain't no
Yeah.
money in it. They got to go to where the res is at. Is there
They gotta
reservation?
get a
There's
reservation in
reservations
order to
in
get money,
Illinois.
to get paid.
I don't think so. If
Nah,
there is, I don't know about it.
we're probably too corrupt for fucking reservations. Like, look, we're giving enough money to these politicians. We don't need to give it to you guys too. Go to Ohio. Go to Nebraska.
Well, the politicians would be like, "We ain't sharing with you. Fuck you. Get out."
Well, yeah, I mean it's the same idea of like kicking them out of where all the gold was at and shit like that. Sending them to fucking Nebraska.
One of my favorite places to go in this country is a lake in Shawnee. Fucking beautiful fucking place, Kincaid Lake. God, that fucker's great.
I'm,
Except that, like, it looks like you're in northern Wisconsin. The topography's real similar, but when you're down there, it's fucking hot. Up in northern Wisconsin in June and July, it's still cool. I mean, it might get up to 80 degrees on hot days, but down there at Lake Kincaid and south, you're lucky if it gets down into the mid 80s at night.
I hate that.
It sucks in a tent.
Shani says,
But,
"Are
you
you
know,
kidding? Every AA meeting, Jimmy." But I've never been to one of those. Everywhere I've gone to in my younger years was to try and meet pussy some kind of way.
right. AA has fucking standards, and the walking drunk hard on ain't part of that.
Yeah, you can't be drunk when you go in there. First of all, which is gay, and second, and second of all, you don't want to fuck with none of those bitches that are in there. That's just asking for trouble. Picking up
No
whores at
shit.
fucking AA meetings? No, thank you.
That's asking for STDs.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah. But if
What?
anything, a huge headache. But yeah.
Being a drunk woman don't mean she's gonna have STDs. It means she's got a wife with a fucking husband like Jimmy.
Or she is the husband in her marriage. One of the drunk bitches are
That
not fucking fun. They're the worst. Now it's fun to go get drunk with a girl every now and again, but bitches that are alcoholics, it's just not fun.
yeah, alcoholic bitches are not fun.
Yes, that's what I meant. Thank you.
Goody two shoes bitches that you get drunk can be lots of fun.
Super fun. All the fun in the world.
And then not so much fun a couple of days later when
Yeah.
they start reminiscing on what they actually did.
Yeah, and I've noticed too, usually if a
Not that I've
girl's
ever had that issue where I've taken advantage of a woman in such a way.
Oh no, that's not what I was going for either. But then if it's one of those girls that's fun, super fun when she's drunk, I've noticed that she's not fun when she's not. I don't know if that's a thing, but I've noticed that in my life.
You ever been doing one, have her throw up?
Kristen Ritter? Which one was Kristen Ritter? I don't know their real names. I only know them by their fucking the names, whatever character name they're playing. Who's Kristen Ritter? Night Strike, Breaking Bad, Kristen Ritter. Was that the fucking wife?
I don't remember.
The wife
I
that
don't,
told on him?
it's been
Thank
so
you
long.
for acknowledging that I've never fucking watched that show once.
Hey,
Appreciate that.
yeah, I know you haven't. We already talked about that a long time ago, remember? Or not? Well, it was brief.
Obviously, no.
But anyway, um, yeah, I knew you didn't watch it from a long time ago. Jesse Pinkman's girlfriend. Oh, the heroin bitch?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. Yeah, no, they suck. They suck. Drug addicts and and alcoholics, don't just do yourself a favor, take my advice and don't fuck with those.
I went out with a chick one time, that I don't know that she was a junkie, that she was fucking whacked on heroin. And I fucking took her home.
Yeah, all
And,
the falling asleep and shit. Like, hey, bitch, I'm taking you back home.
and she was just fucking stupid. You could not talk to her.
No, that's what I'm saying. People that are usually fun when they're drunk or high on something are not fun people. They usually probably suck.
I took her home without getting in her drawers even. Is how much I didn't like being with this girl.
But see, me when I drink, it enhances my fun. Like all this shit that you see and hear now goes up to 10.
And you think that's a selling point?
I mean, I'm just saying, some people like it. You know, it's entertaining to hear the guy that you're with scream about faggots while there's old people sitting right next to you trying to enjoy their brunch, their brinner.
Well, now I can't. I do that shit sober.
Yeah, no, I know, me too, but it's turned up to
I
10 though,
mean,
so I'm screaming at this point. I get loud.
I did that. Uh, me and the old lady stopped to get something to eat, and this flaming out front gay dude walks in with another guy behind him, but they weren't quote unquote walking together, but they got out of the same damn vehicle.
Right.
And this guy walks in the door, and I don't see him coming up. The old lady. He walks in the door, I turn around, looking like Jesus Christ, look at that fucking faggot. I did not mean to say it. It just came out.
And it sometimes it does. Now, most of the times, to be fair, most of the times that I say faggot, I'm referring to like one of my friends or something. You know what I mean? Or somebody that is sissy or bitchish or says something stupid. Usually, I don't know. A faggot can refer to a lot of things, but
Well, this one referred to a flaming fag.
well, no, I know, but I'm just saying. But the last on my list is usually what it really means. I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
And it it actually made me think about my fucking mouth a bit because it really never dawned on me that I was that fucking bad about it up to that point. Yeah, yeah, there you go, homophobic Tourette's. Exactly. Thank God I'm not blackophobic. My
That
ass beat every day.
yeah.
Mm.
See, I never liked that post text or post fix. I don't know what the fuck, but the phobic part of it. I never liked that, like, because that implies that you're afraid of something. People are
Right. I
arachnophobic. They're afraid of fucking spiders, or hydrophobic. They're afraid of water.
I'm venomous snakeophobic.
That's fucking reptilophobic, ain't it, or something like that? I don't
I I don't know.
know. I don't know. I don't
I
know what
ain't
the
scared
fuck.
enough of them to look it up.
I'll tell you what. One thing too. I wouldn't consider it scared, cause like that one time I seen a snake in the open field. I wasn't necessarily scared. I was far enough away from me, but I walked the fuck my ass around it. Like I
If I
never.
see one, I'm gonna kill it because they're good to eat.
No, I walked around it. I walked around it, and
Uh,
I thought it was a bike tire at first. And then as I got
I
closer, I'm like, oh wait, no, that's a fucking snake, and I went around it.
That's a nope rope.
Yeah.
rattles, rattlesnake. The one time I had it was good. If it was really rattlesnake, now I think it was.
I've had rattlesnake
Uh,
chili. Delicious.
uh, yeah, rattlesnake. Fine, depending on how you cook it, I'm sure. And I seen some guy the other day doing copperhead, so I guess you can eat them because he still ain't dead that I know of.
Yeah. Rattlesnake is good. Crocodile's good. Fucking, I don't know. Alligator, they're good. Reptile meat is better than I thought it would. I thought reptile meat would be real fishy and fucking gross, but it's not.
No, but if you go to the other side of it, like eel tastes like fucking fish.
Yeah, but they're
And that's
not a
because they
reptile
live in
though, are
water.
they?
I don't think so.
What the fuck is an eel?
Fucking water snake.
I know that, but what is it classified? What's an eel?
When you cook them up like catfish, they taste like fucking catfish.
Ray finned fishes. That's their class, is ray finned fishes, which means that there's a whole bunch of different classes of fishes, and this is a rabbit hole I don't want to jump into.
Connery says eel's a posh.
You're wrong. Ponery, you're wrong.
I can say this much: eel is perfectly edible. I mean, providing you get a big enough one to make it worth the time.
If you
Most
like,
of the time, eels you see in small creeks and stuff aren't really all that big. I think they get huge. Mostly.
An electric eel isn't an eel, it's a knife fish. Did you know that?
What the hell is there fucking snakes on Discord? Notice that.
There's a snake on a Discord?
Yeah, there's snakes on the Mean Vomit text and Ponder's Discord.
Yep.
I thought you were
snakes.
talking about my my thing is a snake, my
No,
picture.
no. Somebody posted snakes.
Now I gotta go look. Nutria was tasty? What the fuck is that? It all sounds like shit
Large
garbage.
rat.
Oh, Nutra rat.
Nutria is like a rat the size of a fucking coon or a small bear.
Well, yeah, that's a Nutra rat, ain't it? Am I the only one that's ever heard them called that?
Before today, I don't think I have.
I don't think I have either.
Probably before a year or so ago, I'd never heard of fucking Nutria.
Oh, I'm fucking killing myself. Don't eat
You
the
are.
calamari. Don't eat the calamari at the Clinton fundraisers. Remember that one, guys.
Don't associate with the Clintons because you'll be found dead in an alleyway from
Well,
a gang related murder.
that's only if no gang related suicide. But that's only if you fucking get any info on them. I don't plan on studying these motherfuckers. I just want to go there for the fucking
I
for the
I don't.
horrors.
I don't.
You
Food
want to tap Chelsea.
Yeah, hell yeah. Can you imagine if you got in with Chelsea right now? Oh my God, how rich and powerful I'd be.
Well, you wake up with mom walking in the door once it'd be enough for you to kill yourself.
Nibbling on my knee.
I gotta guess can't put to the back of your head.
No.
This
nope,
is why they all killed themselves.
Nope. Nope.
I heard platypus was fucking tasty too. I've never tried it myself, but I've heard.
Nope, I never had that either. I had coon. I didn't like it. It was too greasy. Bear, same fucking thing. Although there are ways to get around that with both of them, I'm told.
Yeah, raccoon was nasty, but it was it was like right a little bit more nastier than squirrel. Squirrel's kind of gross too. I mean, I guess you could
No,
season it
squirrel's
right.
fucking awesome.
Squirrel's kind of fucking gross, Tony. You could admit that. It's kind of gross.
No, I can't.
No?
It's one wild game I was even able to get the grandkids to eat.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Squirrel's kind of gross to me. Possum is
Somebody must have
horrible.
fucked up cooking it.
Possum's
I've heard
horrible.
a lot of people that say possum is fucking great to eat, but I can't get past how bad they fucking look to try to eat one.
I don't like possums. I don't like raccoon. I don't really like squirrel, but it's edible.
They say that if you cook the raccoon and make it like barbecue, that it's fine. But when my brother-in-law did it, it was fucking greasy as hell. So he did something wrong.
I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like it. John says Chicken of the Trees. What was that one movie? Was it Ron Burgundy? The Chicken of the Caves, where they were frying up bats? I don't know. But that's funny though. Chicken of the
Yeah.
Trees.
Like I said before, rattlesnake was good. Buffalo was fucking awesome. We tried several things when we made that trip out to California. I don't remember all of them. Frog leg are good. At least they were when I was a kid. I don't know that I can eat them now.
Frog was all right.
I've pretty much tried everything we can fucking cook around here, which ain't a hell of a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. After you kill, gut, and skin them, it looks like food, Heavy B says, but I say they still taste like shit. Like, it depends on what the fuck, I guess, how you cook it, where you cook, whatever.
Well, there's differences in what they eat, because like you get a squirrel that's around town that's spending the bulk of its feeding in a garbage can. That don't taste as good as one that's lived out in the woods eating nuts and berries.
I had a buffalo burger before too, and it was pretty good. You know that they fucking um the one that I had was like a healthy one where they wrap it and the bun is lettuce. Have you ever had one of those? Either one of you?
No.
I'd rather just have it with bread.
Yeah, me too. But it was pretty goddamn good. Buffalo meat was good.
If memory serves, what we had was called beefalo. It was mixed with buffalo bred to a cow or vice versa.
Sounds shady.
That does, so I just say buffalo.
It sounds
It was good.
like there's some underhanded dealing going on in my meat.
Tastes like fucking hamburger.
Yeah,
And
see,
back in the late '60s, a hamburger actually tastes like fucking hamburger.
ain't that
Not the
crazy?
gooey shit they put out today.
Yeah, hamburger don't taste like hamburger no more. It's horrible.
Yeah, if you get have a cow butcher and you get it ground into beef, the beef you get from that tastes considerably different than what you buy in a store.
I wish there was a way to like bring my grandmother back to cook for me. Is that
The
a possibility?
I had ostrich. They were it was fine. I had emu, which is roughly the same fucking thing. The My uncle was really into raising exotic birds and uh, birds for release here, like pheasants and quail. Uh, so we got to eat all the fucking quail we wanted, which quail was fine. It just they're so
Is it
small, it's
possible
not worth the fucking
to bring
hassle.
someone back from the dead to cook for you?
No, it's not possible.
I'm asking Google right now, not you, buddy. I thought I moved my microphone away. Sorry.
Nope. Google's gonna tell you it's not possible.
Can a dead person be brought back to life? The answer depends on how dead are they. This was in fucking 2008.
I was gonna say
Pretty
You're
damn
a
dead.
decade or so is probably a little beyond help.
Yeah, they're pretty goddamn dead. They're talking about minutes here.
now, now, if they were mostly dead, you might have a chance.
Yeah, freshly dead? Yeah, possible.
But if they're all dead, no. You
Yeah.
just go through their pockets and look for change.
Are they decaying? It brings me back to the penis movie where they.
I was making a Princess Bride reference, but whatever.
I
I'd
know
say in your
but it brought me back to the penis movie. Well, yes,
what you're looking for, you best hope she left a fucking cookbook.
Yeah.
she did. You don't think that my wife has some of this fucking old lady's fucking recipes?
Well, evidently she don't have enough of them, or you want to be digging grandma up.
There's not enough love put into the stirring and the fucking mixing and all that
You
shit.
think your grandma loved you? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
took care of me when I was a baby boy until I turned 13, and then I was too much. But yeah,
Hey,
I was her baby boy, Tony.
give her credit for having the balls to get rid of you before you ran out of use as a tax deduction.
My grandmother was the
Hmm.
first time in my life that I heard that I was heartless, and oh shit! And then I've been hearing it every fucking day ever since.
Well, that's because you got married.
Yeah, it's horrible. If blood can flow, it can be restored. If blood flow can be restored, you can bring somebody back from the dead.
Uh, you can do that with the Holly fuel pump.
The neck. What about the Necronomicon? Or can I upload? No, she's.
No. Listen. You don't mess with the Necronomicon. We know this because Jimmy, with your luck, you'll end up summoning the Army of Darkness, and Bruce Campbell already retired. He's not doing any more of those movies, so we have no chosen one to take care of.
Maybe I could be the new hero of the day.
No, the two would just screw.
Actually, to be honest with you, my grandmother doted on me.
Yeah, mine did too. I was the favorite. I was the first grandkid. I lived with my grandparents. I was the best. Still
I
am.
was the first, and I died when I was born, and I was very tiny when I was born. I weighed 3 pounds when I was born. So I was her little pride and joy, the fact that I survived.
Maybe my grandmother didn't love me as much as I thought she did because she should have came back to cook for me a long time ago.
I'm thinking you're probably onto something there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, you want to know something? We got to wrap this shit up, but you want to know something kind of crazy? My kid was sad or whatever, and fucking wanted to kill himself or said mentioned something about killing himself, and the school has gone over statistics with him. I don't know if it's new because of the pandemic or whatever, but his school was going over statistics, and apparently teenagers, preteens to teenagers are the highest fucking suicide rate. And I was looking this up. I think we might have talked about it a while ago, but I was looking this up, and it's all like still the same as I thought it was. Middle-aged people, older people, like people fucking college people were like the youngest ones that were killing themselves at a high rate. And I'm wondering what the fuck are these schools doing to these kids? Like they're bringing in the tranny shit, and now they're telling them kids about killing themselves. Like we never went through anything. We even had a kid kill himself, and we never fucking like went through any of the fucking like that shit in school. Is that weird, or am I being weird?
It's all part of indoctrination.
But what the fuck are
How
they
do you get
indoctrinating?
how do you get the future generation to say that guns should not be allowed in the hands of anybody unless you indoctrinate them to the fact that most of them will kill themselves if they got one?
No, yeah, I didn't think about it like that. They were just going over the regular suicide rate, but once you bring guns into it, I mean, I wasn't in the class. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. But damn, that's crazy. I didn't think
I
about
would imagine that the majority of teen suicides is not done with guns.
no. But none. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. That one girl that we saw, she definitely killed herself with a gun. But I mean, there's other incidences. I don't know. I think it's weird that the school would spit out statistics like that on the off chance that one of their fuck. I mean, we've all been over this already too. Kids are idiots. They're kids. I don't care if it's the
Pon-
smartest kid in the world. He's still an idiot.
Connery says they're indoctrinating confusion to remain in charge. There's little to
Uh,
argue with that too.
that is a good one. What is it? Yeah, that is a good one. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird as fuck. I just don't understand how the fuck it's creeping into the lesson plans. The government owns the media. The government fucking has control of the movies and music. But how the fuck do they get around? Are they the ones writing the books? Like who the fuck is? I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Here, here's something to think about. When I was growing up, the plan was you go up, graduate high school, and get a job, and go on about your damn life. College was something that very few people actually did.
Right.
I mean, in the group that you normally run with, I think of all the friends I had, none of them planned to go to college.
Well, see, and that's the funny thing too, because that's the thing that I always talk about with movies and music and all that shit. How you could tell the college didn't become a big thing until like the '90s. Am I wrong?
Yeah, now it's like everybody has to have college.
Yeah, but where did it all start? It started with them goddamn college road trip movies and fucking bringing back the National Lampoon's college movies and
Yeah,
fucking
they were just trying to make college more popular than it was,
and
and
it
it it, it,
worked. And
it did and didn't.
it did and it didn't, but it did because there's still so many fucking people that are adults now that are still in hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt
Got
just
Well,
because of college.
they stopped teaching in high school for employment.
Mm.
It used to be in high school they were trying to get you to get out and get a fucking job.
Well, it used to be in college too. I mean, I guess it would be depending on the college you go to and who they were affiliated with, but it used to be with college is you get out of college and you're set up with a job. It ain't like that no more. Now you're going to college. Well, I guess it still is though, depending on where you go and who you know and all that shit. So I don't really know. I never went through that
Nobody
whole
fucking
crowd.
wants to work anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't mean nobody wants to have a job. I mean nobody wants to do any fucking physical work.
No. Oh no. No, I bet you that everybody had you go start checking hands and there ain't no calluses. They're all soft and fucking.
I can guarantee you that most of the kids that we ran in a group when I was growing up, we all knew that, we were going to work and it was going to suck. Just how it goes. What we had here was we had like three big factories, Caterpillar International and John Deere. And the jobs were hard jobs. I mean, back in the day, there was a certain amount of physical labor involved in almost every fucking job. But now it's all automation and shit, so I don't know.
Well, we got a nation of softies too. You got it's a bunch of
I
soft
can't bitch
motherfuckers.
because I ain't be doing no fucking work either.
Yeah, but that's the thing though is that see people middle-aged older people get to say that and do that because they already put in their work. You got little
But
kids saying that now that they don't want to do no work. I ain't doing no fucking
uh,
work.
I get a fucking half a day of working with concrete blocks. I got to fucking rest for a fucking week.
Yeah, that's too. Yeah, Shawnee makes a point. You were set up with a job out of college because you were pledged to a fraternity whose alumni you end up working for. Which and that my ma kind of had that work out for her too, 'cause she like went to Loyola and then ended up working for Loyola. So that's how that goes. Coincidentally enough, that's how political dynasties began.
I come out of high school and
The Bushes.
eventually ended up working for a guy I went to school with. I worked for his dad and brother. I did that for, God, on and off for 27 years.
Yeah. Well, I remember there was a time where the last few years ago when I was in the hotel for a little bit and I was working fucking day labor and that job sucked dick. I made $77 a day after all of my everything was taken. I didn't have any taxes taken out, but there was something else that I had to pay for like on job on site secure or not security, insurance.
On site shit house.
Right. You want to shit, you got to pay 25 cents a day. uh, it was on the job insurance and all that shit and fuck it. I don't know. It seemed like I was doing that just to fucking live, pretty much, just to have a roof and barely eat anything. But people were like homeless working there. That's where homeless people went to go work so they can get off of work, buy their drugs and their shit for the day, and then fucking continue on being homeless for the rest of the night until the next day. Like, so when who was saying that shit? Gunmetal guy just said it. Tony is right. Common labor is considered an embarrassment. When you're talking about actually putting in labor, people think that like that's a you're a poor person. That's a poor person's job. And so like yeah, there's a stigma on work nowadays. If they're not crunching numbers or answering phones or something like that, then that's not you don't even have a real job.
Back in the day, man, back when I was doing roofing when I first got out of high school, and I did it while I was in high school too, but only in the summer. We actually drove our own fucking nails,
Mm,
carried shingles up the ladders, spread them all out ourselves, and used the fucking hammer to put nails in with. I had a guy contract a roof, just a little office roof on one of my boss's extra. He had bought some property somewhere, and it was a big industrial building with just a little roof office added on the outside corner of it. And he contracted this guy to put a roof on it and send me up there to help him. So this guy's dragging out fucking air hose and shit, getting all his shit ready, and I get done with my half of the roof and I leave before he starts. Fucking hammer's a lot easier to deal with.
No shit. I don't know. I never was afraid of any labor when I was a kid, man. And
That
fucking now it seems like everybody. I don't
you know,
know.
you got a roof that's basically two square shingles. It should have took one guy an hour from setup to leave. It doesn't. Back when I was into it, I could do 6 square an hour doing it with a hammer.
Right.
Uh, and I was still at that time. I was fairly young yet, so I could still do it. I just put fucking my part of it on the left.
You can tell by checking hands, man. That's it. Any male with smooth hands is should be put to death immediately. Hung in the gallows. I still got calluses on my shit, and I haven't worked for the better part of a year.
You see, I still have calluses on my hands. Uh, not the guitar calluses on my fingertips anymore, but
Like from your hands.
on my hands where I grip stuff still.
Yeah.
They ain't going away.
I don't think that goes away. Maybe it does after enough lotion. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
put
use
some
lotion.
lotion on the skin.
Make the hands soft again.
There you
I'm looking at Heavy's front yard now. I'm outside. He sent me a picture. I can't fucking. I'm on my phone. I'm sitting. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys right now. I'm just kind of sitting on my couch. I would have wrapped this thing up a minute ago, but I'm kind of
I'm
relaxing.
surprised Heavy moved out that way. I really am.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was gonna move closer to fucking Nevada, but this is cool too. There's a bunch of
And so
trees.
why the fuck would anybody move to Nevada?
Yeah.
He's got one of the.
Unless
It
That's a
looks
unless
like
he's got a
nuclear
gambling
fucking
problem.
wasteland.
it looks like the road that leads to their driveway is one of those ones that you see on a scary movie where the killer leaves it like a fucking bear trap to get caught in your tires, and then you
That's
gotta
all
go.
the fucking roads in Missouri that ain't
Really?
highway.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's kind of cool. That's sort of a selling point right there. Like, yeah, come on down, fucking. Once you get off of the highway, you take a left, and then you just keep
Now
going north till you can only go east.
you think about my place. Now that's type of road. It goes in paved at first for about quarter of a mile, then turns to gravel, which is the kind of road you're talking about. You go across a couple low water bridges, and then you get to the quote unquote road
Gravel.
that's private lane
Yeah.
that goes to my house.
This don't look like fucking gravel. This looks like mud.
You know,
This looks like a mud road. I'm not talking shit. I think that it looks like a scary fucking movie. Like I would be.
I can't see it, so I can't really comment what it is. I just got to guess.
Hang on. Can I get on
But
the?
fucking Missouri is fucking whole big fucking rocky ground, so I'm just assuming that it's gravel.
I'm on my fucking. You're not gonna see it good here either. I'm
Well,
gonna.
you will get
What?
several of the seasons they're heavy. I mean, you'll get shitty fucking winter, and then one day of spring, and about 8 months of summer, and then maybe a rainy season, and then back to the winter. Oh, it's actually got pavement on it, so he's farther up the chain than I am.
Yeah, he's got pavement. Not even I've got pavement.
Fucking piece of shit camera. Piece of shit.
I live on what you show, or what happens after you go on the gravel road.
There. Can you see it? It's on the JJ Sancho. It just shut off.
Nope, it shut off.
There it is. Mr. Sancho has a picture of Heavy's
Well,
front
shit,
yard.
that looks like they got somebody that mows the damn grass too.
Oh my.
Trying to give you guys a 360 view here. Look at the little puppies.
Uh-oh, puppies. Watch out.
Yeah, baby. I just changed their bedding too, fresh and clean. Two ugly
Them is
begging dogs.
damn as small as it is, and as far as I'm from, it looks like you
Watch
got
the
little
eyes on that
hogs.
one. That one looks shifty.
They're both fucking shifty. The big-headed one is the one that likes to hide under beds and wait for people to come in the house and then sneaks out.
To hide elsewhere.
Yeah, he's a hider, not a rider. She's a rider, he's a hider.
So
hanging
basically, they're going to hide behind you when the bad guys come in,
out.
Mm-hmm.
unless there's gunfire.
Yeah,
Mm.
the gunfire is gonna make them fucking run. They won't be hiding behind me. That's for goddamn sure. All
They'll
right.
be back in Phoenix.
Anybody want these things? This is the
And
most
he
No.
said it's
quiet.
called the tractor, Tony.
This is the most quiet these little
Uh,
fuckers have been in ever.
I've got a
Tape
dirt
this and
road.
keep it so you can show
I
it.
don't have a paved driveway. So
Uh, my driveway is actually dirt because I just drove off the side of the road and cut some trees down and drove over it. There was nothing there at all to start with.
Wait, are you driving over trees like it's a bridge?
No,
Oh, that
No.
would be fucking neat.
no, it was just a bunch of fucking saplings growing up, and I picked out a path to get to where I wanted the building to be and cut them out. But that's my part of it, which is only 50, 60 feet long, not the whole vehicle in basic. But I got about a quarter mile of private lane that is, you couldn't get a car in. I've seen people drive a car up it, but I don't know how the fuck they made it. I seen it once, and they may not have left. I mean, I never seen them go the other way. But oh shit, he's in a fucking city. They got tractors and concrete driveway. That's uptown shit.
That's fancy shit. But yeah, I agree with Gunmetal Guy. 2 hours is about the max for a good podcast.
Lying son of a bitch, you never did want to do 2 hours.
After that, we're just shitting on each other for no reason. No, he called me Antsy Nancy, and I'm hurt. Antsy Nancy's getting ready to bail on us.
It wasn't a Subaru, it was a fucking Toyota.
Fuck, what?
The
Oh,
car that drove up
yeah.
our private lane.
Hell yeah, fuck the city, Heavy B. Fuck the
Well, now
powers that be.
there's city for Arizona and then there's city for Missouri. Different.
What
City in Missouri has a lot more trees,
If there's a paved
Yeah.
road, it's a city.
pretty much, and 2 buildings.
Have a good day, everybody. Nice try. You got anything going on today or not?
Eh,
no,
fucking who
I'm just
cares?
I'm chilling today. But everyone have a good day.
All right. How about you, Tony? Anything to plug?
Fuck no. Fuck y'all, everybody. Fuck out of here. And
Bye.
have a good day while you're doing it.
Yep. Bye. I don't care what you do.
He's going back to the bottle.
You're watching the Hollywood Podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood Podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood Podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood Podcast.